Let's talk about lust real quick, humble family, because believe it or not, it's still a big issue that we're going to be dealing with. Lust is not going to go away. Not in the world that we living in right now, or over sexualized world, a world where every time you get on social media or the internet, you'll scroll, you'll just see something sexualized. Whether it's a sex scene in a movie, whether it's only girls promoting their OnlyFans, just want attention for the likes and stuff like that, you're always going to see something lustful. So it's always important to be aware of those things, especially if you're a fella like myself out here on semen retention, just trying to do better, trying to get your sexual discipline more intact, more in control. Then it's very, very, very important to be aware of your surroundings and aware of the things that you're looking at. Trust me, it might seem harmful at the moment because you're just scrolling on your phone, so you might think it's harmful because you just keep scrolling and scrolling, but eventually, man, you seeing those images, or you're going to see something you like. You trust me, it's too much out here. You're going to see something you like. As a man, you're going to see something that you like. Hold on, cool. Turn that off. But yeah, fellas, you're going to see something you like. So don't ever think that it's not affecting you. Y'all, my fault. It's 20 degrees out here. I'm cool. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But this is important because I want to talk about this. So, fellas, you're going to see something you like. Ladies, you might see something you like, and it's gonna get into that mind right there. And over time, then you're going to start to feel the urges. You're going to start to want to watch porn. You're going to want to start to engage in these activities that's leading you to sin. That's leading you to death. So it's very, very, very important that we're aware of the lust and the sexual things that's going on in this world. But I want to speak on it because as we all know, I'm just like, it's just kind of like a reminder, because there's some things you already know, some might not. But when you so deeply into the lust, watching porn, pleasuring yourself, things of that nature, over the time, man, it's really, really, really going to mess you up. Even when you trying to get free from it, even when you're not engaging in it as much anymore, or you're just trying to stay away from it, the attacks that come is sometimes will overpower you and you will give into it. Sometimes, I'm just saying, if you've been struggling with it for years and years, trust me, sometimes it's just going to happen. It happens to the best of us. Don't be discouraged about it. But I'm just saying, it's only destroying you more and more. Let me tell you something, man. I've been on the semen retention journey for about 3 years now, and I still struggle with it. I had a year in 2023 where was one of the best years when it came down to the semen retention. I mean, I went 3 months. I was disciplined with it. I woke up every day like, man, I'm not engaging in this. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I went on long streaks and everything. Versus 2024, where I was still aware of it, but it wasn't as strong as it was back in 2023. I was giving into my flesh a lot. I was giving into that sin a lot, thinking that just because, I did these long streaks before, I did this and I did that I can do it again. But all it takes is that one time. All it takes is that one slip up. And then it happen again, and then it happen again, and then it happen again. And it'll start to become a cycle for you. And next thing you know, you're right back in that dark hole that you fell in, that you climbed out of, that you spent so hard climbing out of. You fell right back into it just because you say, oh, this going to be the last time, or I'm going to do it this time. Oh, I went streaks before, I know I can do it. Let me just, get it out the way, get it out my system. No, don't look at it like that. But also, man, like I said, thank God that, since we're in the new year, I haven't came across that battle yet, where I wanted to watch porn or where I wanted to pleasure myself. I haven't ran into that yet, but I know that it's creeping right around the corner. Trust me, I'm a man. I know these urges. I feel the urges. I do. I feel the urges. I'm a man. But the next step, what's important for me as a man, is to discipline those urges. Because right now I'm not in a state where I want to engage in any of that. You know, corn, we should be quitting anyway. Nobody should be consistently looking at two strangers having sex on screen. nobody should be engaging in that. Masturbation, that's another thing we shouldn't be engaging in. The Bible says that. You know what I'm saying? Sexual immorality, like, we shouldn't be engaging in that. Adultery, we shouldn't be engaging in that. But we're not perfect, I get it. But like I said, these urges come, and like I said, God, thank God that I haven't engaged in it so far. But I'm just saying, like, it still messed me up. I'm gonna tell y'all, because when I go out and I see women and stuff like that, the first thing, you know, I look at them as in a lustful way. It's sad to say, but it's the truth, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all and 100% transparent. I know that I'm still in that lustful mind state, even though I'm trying to get out of it, and I feel like I'm so close, you know, and I call on God, but it's still there, because I'd engaged in this stuff years and years and years ahead. You know, so now, even though I haven't engaged in that activity in a while, I haven't watched anything prerogative in a while, it's still there. And I still know, because when, like I said, when I see women out and stuff like that, I look at them in a lustful way. I try not to, but it's just my mind. So that's why it's so important for us to rewire our mind too. But it takes time. It's not just going to happen. You're not just going to wake up like, all right, you know, like, you can wake up and be like, all right, cool, I had that mindset not to watch it anymore. But let's believe times is going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you. It's not going to be as easy as we think. But that's where the joy comes in, because we get to put in that work. We get to show God how bad we really want to be broke free from these chains. How bad we really want to get out the devil's possession. Because that's all it is. It's just the enemy attacking you in your dreams. You having wet dreams, and now you feeling bad about yourself because you trying to quit this. Look, that ain't nothing but the enemy, man. That ain't nothing but the enemy, man. But it's your job to stay strong in this. It's your job to stay strong in this. God has already given you the armor. We already asked God for the armor. He's given it to us. But we still have to fight. We still have to battle. We can't just put the armor on and think, yeah, it gives us some protection. It does. It gives us a lot of more protection than, you know, we think. But you still have to battle too. You can't just stand there and play defense all the time, man. Defense is great, man, but you want to play some offense too. You want to throw some jabs too. You want to do it too, and you do that by disciplining yourself. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard, humble family, but it's not impossible. We can do it. You just got to keep calling on the Father too, man. Keep calling on God. Do not try to do this by yourself. Do not. I done been a victim of it. I done tried to do it by myself. Even though I say God is with me and God is helping me with it, I was still trying to do it by myself. And I could tell. Man, because every time I would get the urge, or I would want to participate in those activities, I can hear God's voice saying, stop. Remember this. Remember what you were saying to yourself. Remember the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Remember what you was reading yesterday. Remember all that stuff you were saying yesterday. And somehow it still overpowers my mind, and I just say one more time. Let me just get it out the way one more time. And then you feel like 1,000 pounds worth of shit. I'm telling you. So, like, just being aware of it, man, that's not the end battle, man. The end of it is to keep fighting, because it's never going to go away. We in a brand new year. Yes, we got new goals for ourselves. We looking positive, you know what I'm saying? But best believe those attacks are still going to come. So discipline yourself. Block those websites if you need to. Do whatever you got to do, man. Do whatever you got to do, but just keep in your head, man. Do not, because it'll mess you up in the long run. Now, when I'm aware of it, and if I have any thoughts of lust, I just, what the Bible say, turn your other cheek, right? Or not turn your other cheek, but, you know, with your left hand to do, or with your right hand to do. I'm butchering there, I'm sorry. But, you know, whatever your hand to do, cut it off. If they want to participate in sin, cut it off. Your eye looking at something in a lustful way, gouge it out. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Turn your head, man. Keep it going. And that's what I've been doing, man. I look at something, oh man, that was beautiful. Then that lesson come in, I gotta keep it moving. I gotta focus on what I was doing. You know, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna be all around us. But it's up to us as God's children. It's up to us to figure out how we're gonna react to it. Walk away, humble family. Walk away. Walk away until that woman of God has come into your life. Then you'll know. Then you'll be ready, man. But for right now, let's just focus. We're still early into this year, humble family. I think it's only the 5th, January the 5th. We're only 5 days in. We're still early. And I've been doing great all 5 of those days. And I hope you have been too. I hope you can say the same thing too. That you've been doing great these past 5 years. I ain't say perfect because it's not going to be perfect. There's always going to be mistakes there. But your good outweighs the bad. And that's the important part, alright? So that's all I wanted to say, man. I just wanted to get on here. My hands is literally freezing right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's something I wanted to talk about, man. Because it's such a big thing. And some of us overlook it because it's all around us. So we just normalize it. That's what it is, normalized now. All the lust and everything, just out here committing adultery or just watching porn and everything like that. All of that is normalized now. And it shouldn't be. We are men. We are God. Alright? We need to be warriors in everything that we do, including defeating lust. Alright? So don't let the enemy get to you.